Have you ever noticed that in any group, a classroom, a company, even a friend group, it becomes clear almost immediately who's in charge before anyone even says a word? This isn't magic or coincidence. It's a specific psychological mechanism that people have studied for over 100 years. Let's start with the basic concept. Psychologist Alfred Adler, book Understanding Human Nature, one of the founders of modern personality psychology, described back in the early 20th century what he called striving for superiority. His idea was that literally every person constantly tries to compensate for a feeling of inadequacy by pursuing power, status, or control. Status in any group is almost never distributed based on objective merit directly. It's distributed based on perceived competence. Researcher Robert Cialdini, book Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion, described the principle of social proof. People determine who matters and who's competent by watching how others behave and react. The second key element is managing attention and scarcity. Author Robert Greene, book The 48 Laws of Power, wrote extensively about how availability destroys perceived value. People instinctively value what doesn't come easily. The third point concerns how trust and loyalty form within groups. Negotiation expert Chris Voss, book Never Split the Difference, a former FBI hostage negotiator, described a technique he called tactical empathy. People are far more willing to follow someone who demonstrates real understanding of their perspective than someone who simply insists loudest that they're right. The fourth principle is managing your own reactions. Here it's worth mentioning stress researcher Hans Selye, book Stress Without Distress, who showed that it's not the situation itself that determines our anxiety level, but our interpretation of it. Someone who stays calm under pressure is automatically perceived as the stronger figure. It's important to understand, all these mechanisms can be used to genuinely build trust and competence, or they can be used purely for manipulation with nothing real behind them. The second path never lasts long. So real, lasting superiority isn't built by trying to appear better than others at any cost. It's built through a combination of genuine competence and consciously managing how that competence is perceived by others.